Alright guys, today I'm going to be setting up this aquaculture 3-gallon 360 view aquarium. Here you can see that there are fish recommendations here, but obviously I wouldn't want to put a goldfish in here. And then here's just another thing showing what the lighting is and how it has it, which I currently have the tank set up right now, and the lighting is not great, but I mean it's not bad for the price of the tank. And this is another thing just showing kind of what chemicals they put in there with it and what they recommend to do with it. Now I personally use API products and also CChem products at the same time. But as you can see, here is the tank. Well, actually there's the lid with some instructions in it. Now there's nothing on the lid, and I think the little hole there in the front's for feeding, but here's the cylinder tank itself, which it kind of has a magnifying effect, which is not too bad. It's pretty clear, but it's just a weird magnifying effect. And right now I am opening up the filter for it. Now the filter seems to be a pretty good thing in this thing. It's got a little small Tetra biofilter in it, and it has a little thing on the top that makes downflow instead of having like real bad flow. The betta fish does not mind the flow at all of it. And then here you can see I am opening up the light. The light is actually on a timer. Like, you can set the timer between 2 hours and 4 hours. And the light isn't the best, but it's not bad by any means. I mean, I wouldn't want to put any live plants in here with it, but it's not bad for the price point. What's really weird though is that it has batteries, and you have a charger hooked up to it too, which I'm not a real big fan of that, but there's just some more instructions on there. Alright, now as you can see, I am rinsing out this gravel to throw it in the tank. And I usually poke a couple holes in the bottom right there, as you can see, to let the water drain, and just pour the water in there. Alright guys, as you can see here, here's the filter up close as I drop it. But there's the light also. As you can see, it takes 3 AAA batteries, and it's not bad as far as brightness, but I'll get into that here in a second. As you can see, I do have a charger hooked up to it, but there's just your normal light color. As you can see, that's like your white color, and then it goes blue, green, red, blue again, green, purple, yellow, blue, green, red, blue, green, blue, green, and I'll stop. But as you can see, here's the lid, and the light clips onto it. It has a little clip on the bottom of the light that just slides right on there. And then, as you can see, it comes with some tropical fish flakes from Tetra, and then some Tetra water conditioner as well. Now, I do not use this, but here is the tank with gravel, and I will be sitting the filter on there. And there is a little suction cup that I did not show that goes on the back of the filter to kind of stabilize it a little bit. But as you can see, it's a very small filter, but it seems to work alright for what it is. And there's the lid. And I think that little hole in the front, the little dip you see there, I think that is for feeding, but I'm also not real sure. And there's the light. But as you can see, there's your colors cycling through there, because you can put it on a system where it'll cycle through all the colors itself. And here's the tank all filled up with water. Now, this tank does look pretty good, and I put some API quick start in here to get the cycle kick started, and I also put CChem Prime in there. But that little thing on top of the filter there produces a downflow instead of letting it all splash around, which is pretty good for a betta fish, really. But you can also see there that I do not have any plants inside of it yet, but here's the new betta fish. Now, I don't have a name for this yet, but as you can see, it's a pretty little koi betta fish. Now, I'm not real sure if the pet store really sexed it right, because I think it is a female now I'm looking at it, but the pet store says it was a male. And then also I added a top fin water heater here for the betta. It's specifically made for a betta tank. It's good for up to a 5-gallon, and I also added this betta bed. Alright guys, and as you can see, here's the new betta fish swimming around in their tank. And I have this little green top fin grass thing that I got from the pet store for like $6. And it likes to hide in there, actually, so kind of surprisingly. But as you can see, it is a kind of a magnifying effect like I was talking about earlier, because that thing is about half the size that it looks. But thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.